Hello and welcome. Today I have with me CarlJr. Cloutier, one of the 8 pre-qualified World Cup 2022 contenders. Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, Marcel, I'm doing good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Since 2012, you have attended every single World Cup there was. Every single time you have not been lower than a third place. Out of 7 editions, you have won 4 of them. This is insane, and that is why people are calling you the GOAT. So maybe let's start with that. How do you feel with being called the greatest of all time?
Uh, I I mean I feel good about it for sure because I put a lot of time in my training over the years, and I put a lot of energy in trying to 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 reach the top. So obviously it's a nice reward, or it's cool. It's just nice.
Do you have any other candidates for the title? Because your trophy cabinet is very hard to beat, and when I'm thinking about it, I struggle to find someone who comes close. Do you think there is someone else
It depends on
on the
how
great?
you consider the GOAT.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm not the best Canyon player. Maybe you think like the best Trackmania player is the best Lagoon player. If it is, then no. But considering the esport where the money is at in the Trackmania, I think I am. But if you're considered that the best Trackmania player is a guy who hunts map for 2 weeks straight just to have the best PB, then I'm not.
What is your secret to that longevity of yours? Being on top for so long doesn't come easy, I assume.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just you get good. You try to reach the top with the right mindset, and then you just try to get new objective at the top, and you try to be as good as the best players at the moment.
Do you feel like you have done anything different than any other player that other players did? Because, well, it really you really stand out in the crowd of all pro players.
I don't think so. Maybe in the way I train, maybe, but then again, I started to do like my, let's say, I changed my training routine like in 2019. So I don't know. I think it's more in the moment where you handle the pressure than more about the preparation, even though they're both important. But I think the preparation aspect, a lot of players are doing the same as I do.
And well, as I said, you have accomplished so much right now. It's 4-time world champion, 7 World Cup podiums, 4 ZRT wins. I mean, the list goes on, and you are still here. You are still actually at the top. What do you want to accomplish right now? What is your goal when you have already accomplished so much?
It's hard. It's hard to find the objective because I'm not as hungry as I was before when I didn't achieve anything. But my only objective is like to not make it easy for the others. That's the only thing I'm doing right now.
And do you feel satisfied competitively? If not, then when will you feel satisfied?
Yeah, I'm feeling satisfied. Obviously, I just want to perform. Like performance is more important um uh well, I forgot the word, than achievement. Like
Hmm.
results. Result was the word I was searching for. So
Hmm.
performance for me is more important than results. So I'm more proud of myself if I get wrecked by playing good than winning a competition by playing bad.
Hmm.
And so it's my, like, I just want to do good. I just want to be proud of myself, basically.
Was there a moment in your career when you have realized that, wow, I am satisfied right now?
Yeah, well, after every competition that I thought I performed well. So there were a few in the past, but like for example, the last World Cup, I put a lot of time in the maps. I put a lot of time in my training, and I did perform the way I was doing in my training. So I felt really proud there.
And you were coming to this World Cup as a defending champion. You were picked as a favorite by many guests that I have had here on my channel. And that is also something that comes with the title of the GOAT. People expect from you much more than from the others. So it might be amazing to be perceived as the best there ever was, but it comes with that price of great pressure. How do you deal with that pressure? Do you feel the weight of that title?
Yeah. I always feel the pressure, obviously, and I'll always be a favorite, no matter if I do really bad in the next year. I think just because of what I did in the last years. And yeah, like I said, like people expect me to perform, and that's why I want to perform as well, and that's why I don't want to make it easy for the others to beat me. So it's just, it will end. I don't know when, but right now, when I'm in at least for the World Cups, I always want to be prepared. Let's only say that TMGL is another story, but for the World Cups, I want to really put up a fight.
And well, you said that you want to just make it harder for other people, and I think this year you have done that with, but well, there were some shortcomings here and there. Second place at TMGL with a very tight match against Mada, top 8 at ZRT, also almost making it to the finals. Where are you right now mentally, right before I'd say the most important tournament of the year?
For the TMGL against Meda, I was really fine because I played great, and I really believe he deserved that one. He was the best player that day, and I'm pretty sure he was the best player in the other day as well on that specific map pack. It was his season, it was his playoffs, he deserved it, and I played well, and I gave him a fight. So nothing ashamed there. So for the second place against Meta, I was really, really proud. For the ZRT, it's a bit it's not the same story because we played really bad. We came prepared and we just were terrible on stage. So it's a bit it affects me a bit more, even though I don't rate ZRT as high as the the, the professional tournaments like a
Mhm.
TMGL or World Cup. But since we played bad, it's like you gotta have regrets.
So where are you mentally right now? Did I mean you say that maybe it did not hit you that much, so it's all good before the World Cup. Do you feel ready?
Yeah, I'll try to make it hard to beat me. So that's what I'm trying to do right now on the World Cup maps. I'm training a lot.
So you're saying that you are the favorite by yourself, considered as yourself by yourself?
No, no, no. I,
No.
I, I don't think I'm the favorite on paper because, you know, you have a map pack where Mada has shown that he's the best already. Then you have four new maps where nobody knows the pace of the others. So you have no idea what the others are doing on these maps. So you might think you're ready, but maybe you're not really. So I don't think I'm favorite on paper, but I think I have good chances of making it to day three. But then
Hmm.
again, the players are so good nowadays in the World Cup. So I'm my objective right now is to reach top eight. But then again, it will be a really hard thing to do, I think.
Um, this is something that was a recurring statement by many of my guests that it will be the closest World Cup we've ever had in terms of the skill level of the players. With your, well, decade of experience, how would you assess that?
I closest between the 16 players, I'd agree. Closest in the final, I mean, 2018, it's tough to beat. But I think like we have the most uh, potential in who will go in the final. Like it's really not written before the event. Like everybody could reach the grand final. Like it's stacked, and the maps will be super close. So I'd agree with that. That the field in general is more stacked, but in the top four in the end, I'm not sure.
I want to touch on some organizational topics with you too. I think first things are is the maps, the new maps, and I think the big point, discussion point in those new maps is forest climbing, which was just constantly being updated. Something wrong with it every single time. How do you feel that will affect the World Cup itself? Because it feels like every single update there's something new to kind of learn. So will that affect the performance on this map? Will it be unpredictable to see who's gonna be on top at the main event?
It's unpredictable, not because of the updates, but just because everybody trains offline. and it's new maps. We've never seen those maps in match. There might be secret lines, so you never know what to expect on these maps. But the updates, I mean, it's the update was like 2 weeks before, and it was a small update that almost doesn't change the line. So it doesn't like it takes a pro player like 5 minutes to adapt to that update.
And the other thing I wanted to ask you is about the travels, because well, you live in Canada, if I'm right, if I'm correct, right? So the lands being in Paris, it's every time it's a jet lag, right? You come from Canada to Paris, then you have to recover from the jet lag. Then you come back to Canada, you have to recover from the jet lag, and now you're coming back to Paris again. How is that affecting you?
The jet lag from Paris to Canada, it's nothing because it's just like you leave at 14, you arrive at 14 hour Canada, so you stay awake and you fight it like for 4 more hours, and then you're fine for the rest of the week. But to go there, it's like you fly during the night, so then like you don't have a nice sleep in the night. Then you arrive at in the morning in France, so now you have like a full day to tank, and then you can start to be not jet lag. So what I do is just, and you also have to remember that you really, if we don't have enough time to warm up at the event, you really lose your skill fast. At least
Mm-hmm.
it's long to recover. So if I leave early, like if I let myself one day that I in France that I don't do anything just to recover from the jet lag, then I'll lose my well the preparation I did a little bit. So I fly like in the night before the no I fly in the night like one day before, then I arrive like just the day before, and then I tank the jet lag and I'm ready to play. So it's okay. It's not
Mm-hmm.
that bad.
Thank you for the insight and thank you for the interview. Do you have any short message for the fans and the viewers?
Just thanks for supporting me, guys, and I hope there will be nice fights for you guys to watch in the World Cup.
And to all the viewers, you can find all the links to Carl's socials in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe for more interviews in the future. Thank you very much.